Hey guys, this is Lancer, welcome you back to more Broken Sword, the Smoking Mirror Remastered for the PC! Last time we did a lot actually. We came to this place, I think we were already here. We went to the Mayan village, we talked to the witch doctor dude, learned a whole bunch of stuff, and apparently George partied with the monkey dance and all that fun stuff. So if you missed that episode, you missed a lot. So now I think we want to head up into here. That's what we want to do now. Right? Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. So we can recover Nico with that root thing. How's it going, dude? You just gonna play the freaking thing here? The organ?
That organ represented years of painstaking work. I wasn't in the mood for playing the organ.
You know, I would heal you, Nico, but I'm more interested in this organ. Aren't you guys? Aren't you interested in the organ? Because I sure am.
Father Hubert, a man with a mission.
How's it going?
The shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you?
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It's that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
Freaking monkey dance. Screwing everybody over.
I've got the root, Hubert.
So what are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
Right.
George, what the hell are you talking to him for? Help her, dude.
It was the root which would cure Nico's snake bite.
Well, let's stop wasting time here. It's, more stuff to waste time with. Candles.
I wondered what Hubert had used to make his candles.
You gotta check the candles out. Have to.
I didn't have any use for Hubert's candles. It was Father Hubert's personal altar. I thought it best not to defile the altar while Hubert was looking after Nico.
That looks like that's it. That's all we can really do,
The
so...
snake bite had affected Nico badly. Nico, I've brought you this root.
Oh.
No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
Okay. So... I think we need to head back outside and use that press thing. You know, with the that chimney thing that we have. I think that should work. Let's see here. There we go.
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Exactly. Do we have to do the cross thing again? I think so. So let's do that. Seem to be doing this a lot.
Now I had the contraption working.
Okay. That should work. Okay.
It was the metal cone I'd taken from the chimney of the watchman's hut.
Alright. So let's go back up into the treehouse. And we should be good to go. Actually, do we need to, I think we need to push use the root on the press, too. Yeah. So I think we have to use them both. Don't we?
The cone was ideal as a makeshift.
Yeah, okay. I think that's what we need to do. No, the root. On the press. No, not the cone, on the press. There you go. That's what we did wrong. And then the cross. Figured I screwed something up. That should do it. Yeah, see?
Squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
The cone! The cone.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
What are you waiting for? Give it quickly.
Yeah, George, stop being so slow when it comes to this kind of thing. Let's do this. Do it hard.
Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other 2 stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, Josh Stobart?
The patient is sounding more like her old self already. Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean with the fortune he'd amassed from piracy. He'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing. The guy was studying a large document. Hi, is this Ketch's Landing?
Yeah, that's right.
My name's George Stobart. You're a surveyor, right, Mr.
Bronson. And of course I'm a surveyor. Why the hell else would I have a theodolite?
I don't know. Hobby, maybe?
Yeah, right. What brings you here, anyway?
I'm searching for an ancient Mayan artifact.
What is it? Some kind of jewel?
No, it's obsidian. A black stone with supposedly mystic powers.
You're nuts.
Look at this. An article about a total eclipse of the sun.
Oh, yeah? Listen, I don't want to be rude, but it just comes naturally. I really don't care.
This is similar to the stone I'm looking for.
What makes you think you'll find it here?
Because when the stones were stolen in the 17th century...
Hold it! The stones have been lost for 300 years?
Approximately.
And you're hoping to find them again? You're nuts. And why here?
A wise old Indian shaman told me he saw the stones in a vision.
Ha ha. That's rich. Listen, I got work to do, okay?
Catch you later, Bronson. It looked like a set of plans. I just had to sneak a look at those plans.
Hey, get out of there.
You know, wherever I go, I hear those words. Paris, Syria, Ireland, or Spain. Makes no difference.
What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to show some interest in your project. It was a net left to dry in the sunshine. I didn't want a fishing net. The kid looked about 11 or 12, he was fishing with the intense concentration of someone who had all the time in the world.
You want to buy some fish?
Nah, I don't like fish. What's your name?
Rio. It means river. What about you?
George. It means, it's just a name. Do you know anything about a forthcoming eclipse?
No, but that explains why the weather's about to get real bad.
Rio, it's a beautiful day. There's no more than a whisker of cloud in the sky.
Trust the man, it's going to get real bad.
Do you know anything about pirate treasure?
Man, that's all stories. There's no such thing as a real pirate treasure.
No school today?
No, sir.
What about your education?
I can fish, sail, and swim. I've been looking after myself since I was 6, and I'm bilingual.
Aren't you a little overqualified for a beach bum?
Well, there's a lot of competition.
Is it true that Captain Ketch lived around here?
That's right. That's his house up on the hill. It's a museum now.
Yeah? That's exactly what I need. Thanks, kid.
You won't get inside, The old ladies close it down.
Who are these old ladies you mentioned?
Miss Frost and Miss Mina Ketch.
How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. Him have the plans for redeveloping the museum. They kind of regret it, The man's a crook.
What do you know about Captain Ketch?
Just what everybody knows around here. He was a pirate and get himself hung.
Will you help me get those plans?
I don't want to go nowhere near that man. He promised to drown me when he found the fish I left in his sleeping bag.
A cute little putty tat. Actually, no. It was a mangy old flea bag. It was busily torturing a red ball. Hi, Puss. Want to play? Hey, cat. Watch where you're putting those claws. Two old ladies were sitting outside the house, enjoying afternoon tea. Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stobart. Would you care for tea?
No, thank you, ma'am. I don't like tea. I've been talking to Rio, the little fisher boy.
I'll thank you not to mention that little wretch in my presence.
Dirty little whelk. Nasty fishy boy.
That will do, Mina.
I gather you don't have much time for the little boy.
That child is a delinquent, Mr. Stobart.
Yeah, well, he's only, 11, maybe?
A knave with one hand on the tops.
What is it about Rio that you don't like, Miss Frost?
Well, once upon a time, he and Emily...
Be quiet this instant, Mina.
Can you tell me anything about Captain Ketch?
More than you can tell me about your great-great-great-great-grandfather, no doubt.
You're his descendants?
Certainly. Captain Ketch was born in Dorset, England, in the reign of King Henry VIII. His family were undistinguished farmers, but young Frederick Ketch decided to go to sea.
We have plenty of seamen in our family, Mr. Stobart.
Are you interested in history, Mr. Stobart?
Yes, I am. Is it true Frederick Ketch was a pirate?
Frederick Ketch was emphatically not a pirate.
They hanged him, down there on the beach in front of his family. Didn't bother with a trial, just whipped him out from his breakfast table and hoisted him up in chains.
Well, if he wasn't a pirate, what did they hang him for?
Envy. Pure green-eyed envy. He had been a successful privateer, you see, and had accumulated great wealth.
As rich as a mink in a paddock.
Shut up, Mia.
Yes, Frost.
The small-minded governor and his lackeys wanted his money, trumped up some ridiculous charge about breaking the conditions of his letter of marque, and hanged him like a common thief. The blackguards!
Letter of marque?
The document that permitted him to engage and destroy the enemies of the crown. The difference between a lawful privateer and a pirate. Yoo-hoo!
Sorry, Frost.
Well, why didn't Ketch just say, take a hike, guys, I've got a pirating license?
Frederick Ketch was not a pirate.
But he did show them his letter of marque.
But they destroyed it and hanged him anyway.
You were telling me about Captain Ketch. Do go on.
Oh, yes. He sailed under Hawkins.
Jim Hawkins?
John Hawkins, one of the great traders of the Elizabethan age. In 1568, Frederick Ketch was a young man serving aboard the Jesus, Hawkins' flagship. They sailed from England to Africa and across the wide Atlantic to these islands. Ketch was never to see the shores of England again.
How come Ketch never made it home?
Because the Spaniards sank the Jesus in an act of treachery.
You said Hawkins' fleet traded between Africa and the Indies. What was it they were trading?
Black men with no shirts.
You have to understand, Mr. Stobart, that this was the 16th century.
But that doesn't alter the fact that Hawkins and Ketch were slavers and pirates.
Would it surprise you to learn that Hawkins was also a devoutly religious man?
He transported slaves in a ship named after Jesus Christ. In my book, that makes him a hypocrite. What happened to Ketch? Was he killed?
Oh, no. He got away and returned to this island, to this very house.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum.
What can you tell me about Emily?
Emily? What business can she be of yours?
Her parents were killed in a typhoon.
We, as her only living relatives, took it upon ourselves to raise the child.
That's good to know Charity isn't dead.
Oh, but she is. Washed overboard in the typhoon.
Mr. Stobart wasn't talking about Emily's mother. He was being sarcastic.
What else can you tell me about Emily?
How dare you pry into our family in this way? I refuse to answer any more of your impertinent questions.
Is that your cat?
Yes, it is.
It's Ruddles.
Do you like cats, Mr. Stobart?
You bet. Especially spit roast. It was a flagpole, one of a pair. I couldn't reach it. The house's windows looked out over the bay. The windows were way out of reach. It was a closed window. The window was locked. It was a sturdy, extendable ladder. The ladder extended easily.
You there? What are you doing?
Pardon me, ladies. I was just going to climb your ladder. I'm helping Bronson.
Oh, you're not like him, are you? He's very polite, isn't he, Frost? And he has dimples when he smiles.
Get down.
Sorry. It was an old house. It was locked.
The house is closed.
How come?
It is undergoing a refurbishment.
Refurbishment? Where are the workmen?
Preparation is half the work, young man. The intention is to prepare the museum for the new century.
The Frederick Ketch Memorial Museum. It would look nice in neon.
A museum for a pirate? There was a stony silence.
As already told you, sir, it's not a pirate. It's precisely the sort of vile misrepresentation that Mr. Bronson is seeking to rebalance.
Oh? How?
Mr. Bronson has kindly agreed to undertake the museum's refurbishment at a very reasonable price. He understands the importance of a sense of history.
Funny. That's not the impression I got of Bronson at all.
He also understands spherical geometry.
Mina?
Well, he does.
Listen, ma'am, I came a long way to visit this place.
If we make an exception in your case, everyone will want to get in.
Pardon me, but I didn't exactly have to fight my way through the crowds.
You're the second visitor we've had today.
No, I'm sorry, but it's impossible.
You're really fond of that cat, aren't you?
He is our companion and our solace.
I thought about catnapping the little monster until they let me in, but it wasn't my style. Maybe there was some other way I could use their affection for the cat to get me into the house. Okay, it was time for diversionary tactics. I thought I saw a little girl down on the beach.
You must be mistaken.
He must be mistaken. Mustn't he, Frost?
I'm sure I'm not. A little girl and that young fisher boy.
What? It's not possible. What were they doing?
All the kinds of things that all little boys and girls get up to at their age.
When I was a little girl, we used to play cows and milkmaids.
Woe betide you if you're lying to us, Mr. Stobart. Heaven help you.
With a creak of ancient corsetry, the sisters sailed majestically over the distant horizon. I wasn't going to risk further laceration by the cat's claws. It was locked. Just my luck. I'd struck out again. The windows were all locked. I didn't have a flag on me, so the flagpole would have to stay bare. I couldn't reach the flagpole, and a bush stopped me from moving the ladder across. The flagpole had some sort of technical gadget on the end. How come the old ladies closed the museum?
It's Bronson's doing. He have the plans for redeveloping the museum. Oh, I know all about Mr. Bronson's plans.
Tell me about your friend Emily.
Why are you so interested in Emily Ketch?
Emily Ketch? A descendant of Captain Ketch, the pirate?
Yeah.
What, doesn't bother you?
Why should it? We don't responsible for our ancestors.
Can you let me have a fish, kid?
I thought you say you don't like fish.
It's not for me. It's a present.
For the old ladies? Well, it makes a change from flowers and candy.
No, it's for their cat.
Okay. What do I get out of it?
I can pay you. I've got Quaramontian dollars, French francs, and traveler's checks.
You must be joking. The nearest bank is 3 islands away.
Will you give me a fish if I give you these real... Are these ugly, tasteless nylon panties worth a fish?
No, man.
Is this worm worth a fish?
Could be good bait. How did it die?
I think it drowned in tequila.
Just like my Uncle Gabriel. Yeah, I'll have that. Okay, I'll get you a fish. It might take a while though.
Did you see the weird sisters come by here?
Did I? They look madder than usual, so I hide until they're gone by.
Just as well. They thought you were playing with Emily. Boy, were they steamed.
Emily, you're madder than them.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy. No luck with a fish?
No, man. They don't want bite. That's 'cause they know there's a storm brewing.
Storm? I don't think so.
Hey, I caught a bite.
You have?
It's a big one. A real big one.
Reel him in, Rio. Jeez, it must be a whale or something.
Rustiest whale I ever see.
I still need a fish, Rio.
Okay, make me try again.
Maybe you better change your bait. It was half a rusting bicycle frame. The only serviceable part of the bicycle's wreck was a rubber inner tube. You just never know when you're going to need stuff like that. It was the old inner tube from the bicycle which Rio had fished from the sea. 3 feet of slightly perished rubber. Bound to be useful for something.
There's a fish, my man.
I can't put it in my pocket while it's flapping about like that.
No problem.
The fish was wet and slimy and decidedly dead.